position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, listen. The Commodores will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will go on the attack first. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The inside handoff. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They need a conversion on 3rd and 3 to make the most of that great starting field position. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Hit as he throws. Looking to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Quarterback running on the draw. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. And they have the first points of the game. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. They're facing a 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Gee. Quickly complete. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Henderson. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. From the shotgun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Catch in the middle, it's Charles. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They'll throw it from the red zone. Setting up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Completes the shuffle pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Wants to keep it in the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he rifled in that pass, but it's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught close to the marker, it's Brooks. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
I mean, this offense basically lined up and said, I don't care if you double team him, triple team him, it really doesn't matter. We're still going to feature him. And guess what happens? They still get the first down, even though he was double teamed.
The Commodores are rolling down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Kendricks. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. That's it for the period, and it's Vanderbilt holding the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. To the air, it's Gee. Grabbed over the middle, it's Charles. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains, they mark it at the 29.
A really nice job by the quarterback putting some extra heat on that throw. As a defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
Give to the back. It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game, Dave.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun to give, looking for room. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Back to throw. It's Gee. Pressure coming. A little release to the back. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The play action fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Complete to the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Finds his big tight end. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes a connection. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Getting set for the point after. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W.
Bringing the heat.
We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Now the play fake. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. And they got the completion, but still looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Kendricks. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll go to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass rush rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Here's the heat. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Commodores will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in at the 40. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Looking for a man. It's Gee. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's complete. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Rushes on him, trying to make magic on the scramble. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the 1st half's winding down.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. He's down at the 25-yard line, waiting moments of the 1st half. It is a 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Wants to throw. It's Gee. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. Smashes it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Gee. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long come. Touchdown, Georgia! And the beatdown has ensued. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Under fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Commodores will punt it away on fourth down. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have...
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Vandy.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UTSA is down right now inside the Alamo Dome, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in San Antonio. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Charlotte. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Back to pass, it's Gee. Under fire. And they fail to hook up on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got a man, it's Brooks. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds his man, it's Brooks.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Commodores are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. The give to the back. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
First down, Commodores.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Starling. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got his man. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Commodores have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Go straight ahead. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Doors! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. They took it 68 yards on that drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Snagged in the middle, it's Henderson. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run play action. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for a man, it's Gee. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines it up from the right hash and 38 yards out. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner is stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. This offense has it with really good field position. Reads it, fires complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Dogs! And the route is on. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside is 5. And the returner will be knocked down. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind.
And down he goes back at the 3.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
And the Commodores now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Give to the single back. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
The Commodores will have it 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. That's caught. It's Starling. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Off play action. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. Looking to throw, it's Gee. Gets it to him on the screen. Runs through the tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. It's a reverse. There he goes. No one there to stop him, except the fella in the striped shirt who threw the penalty flag. This one might be coming back. And oh, that one hurts to have the flag come out and take a touchdown off the board after that play. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll pull it on the read. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Georgia heads to the line with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Georgia Southern has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Freedom took flight in the pregame, but this has been a good one inside Paulson Stadium. They're up by 4 over UCF. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best.
He's going for it all. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. Goes out of bounds at the 13, and man, is this offense set up now.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. To the air, it's Gee. Here's the pressure. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Between the uprights, it's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. And he throws another interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
And the Dogs will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Gee. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Starling. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a blast.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.